What's going on, y'all? We're back with another reaction vid today. We have Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best player I've ever scouted. This is by Thinking Football. I watched his highlights probably like two, maybe three times, and I've had issues with the video every time I uploaded it, so I don't want to watch the same video a fourth time. So I like Thinking Football's channel, and I think this would be very insightful. So let's check him out. Everything I've heard about Marvin Harrison Jr. The most one of the most NFL ready receivers we've seen maybe since Julio Jones. Big, tall, fast, agile, extremely agile for a taller receiver, and just complete at the receiver position for a college player. So let's see what his thoughts are and why he says Marvin.
Which player this channel has ever scouted. Simply unguardable in his last 2 years at Ohio State, his tape is a genuine marvel, flowing seamlessly from wonder catches and outrageous body control to wide the hell open catch and runs because he cooked his man on the route. Stacking stats upon accolades, it's time to show you why we can't stop raving about this player.
That was nasty.
The number one trait needed to be a successful NFL wide receiver is without a doubt route running. When everyone's a 1% athlete, knowing how to set your man up and cut your way open becomes paramount. And here, Marvin is way ahead of schedule, running some of the crispest routes you'll ever see in football. Harrison has been completely
I noticed that, bro. I seen I saw a video of him doing like workouts. So he was doing some workouts with a coach or whatever, and when I say in and out of breaks, he was so quick. Like it's not normal for a 6'4" guy to be that quick. And again, like him being polished as he is, like, you know, typically, I mean, maybe you see a 6'4" guy who's athletic, but again, that's not the same thing as being quick. Like, I don't know, it's different. For sure, it's different. And again, that's what helps you running routes. You know, guys like Keenan Allen or Devontae Adams or Stephon Diggs, they're not the fastest receivers, but they're quick in and out their breaks, and you know that helps them running routes pretty well. So,
requiring double coverage to keep him from cooking you on every rep. Let's start at the bottom of the route tree and one of Marvin's personal
and that's
favorite
the thing.
routes,
He got both.
slant.
He's quick and
Able to
fast.
deceptively set his man up with body
Oh
feints
my
and
gosh.
precision releases. Defenders simply can't stay with him on this quick cutter. Watch how he brings his back foot across on the release, rotating his release point and attacking the outside shoulder of his defender to sell the fade. On his third step, he plants hard and gives a head fake to really sell the route down the boundary, before snapping back middle on a sharp 45 cut, creating a wide open target for Stroud.
It's too quick.
Running the second slant in the double slant concept, he's gonna delay the cut and snap his route flatter into the space. He'll use the hop release here, jumping off the line to split his feet and making his direction of attack ambiguous, before powering off his right to again attack that outside shoulder. With his man's hips turned to the boundary, Harrison will sharp cut back middle, swatting away any attempt to hand fight and providing another wide open throw. And don't give him this much space off the release, cause he'll make you look real silly. The corners pass off the coverage off Ibuka's short motion, and this gives a 5-yard cushion for Marvin to bamboozle his man, leaving him frozen to the turf, finishing with a nice extension and toe tap on the late ball.
Did Ibuka come out, or is he's staying?
The out route is a QB's best friend, and Marvin makes sure to be ready no matter the coverage call. Facing off coverage with outside leverage here, Marvin gets out the blocks quickly and slightly stems his route middle to entice the corner into giving up his leverage. Then turns him inside out with a beautiful 90 cut, needing just 4 steps to direct his momentum boundary, and then showing more nifty footwork to keep the toes in. And here it is against physical man coverage. Again, the defender has outside leverage on an out-breaking route, meaning Harrison is going to have to set him up to win it back. A quick hop and power off the left foot sells the inside intentions, with Marvin initiating contact as he pushes his stem
Is that Kalen King?
using his strength to win the hand fight and cut through the jersey pull, creating another open out route, this time from McCord. Combining the in and out break, here's a buttery smooth whip route. It's zone coverage, but Harrison makes sure to push the outside hard to widen the defender before diverting his momentum back inside on a beautiful pivot, finding space for the catch and stretch. It's a great punch out by the DB, but the refs rule that he broke the plane. His ability to stop on a dime and divert his momentum makes him a fantastic stop route runner. Here, running the quick hitch, look how efficient he is in his movement, selling the fade, then only needing 3 steps to stop on a dime, working back to the ball to get the first down. Running the hitch up at 15 yards this time, he's got tighter man coverage to deal with, and a safety over the top of him. He cuts across his corner and then turns on the jets up the stem, really trying to sell that goal ball to keep the safety from squatting on it. He needs just 4 steps to redirect his momentum 180, making sure to keep working back to the ball to maintain the space created on the cut. And here's a beautiful comeback route that opens up 5 yards of separation. He makes sure to attack his defender's blind spot, drifting that stem wide to attack the DB's back pedal. Then, again needs just 3 steps to turn his momentum, breaking over his outside shoulder this time, catching a
DB issue right there. Still a tough cover. Obviously, still a tough cover. But he was looking at the quarterback the entire time.
Attack the DB's back pedal. Then
it's like he was just expecting it to be a deep route. He sold it. Marvin sold it, but definitely not the best play by the corner.
Another route elite runners must have in their arsenal is the dig route. And again, MHJ is excelling even through some sticky coverage. It's very obvious press man coverage here on 3rd and long against Penn State. And again, the corner is trying to take away the inside. No problem for Marvin though, as he freezes him with the hop and stutter, powering off his left foot and pushing that stem hard upfield to win the leverage. The corner gets into trail technique, but feeling the inside break, straight up tries to maul him. But Marvin just says, "Get off me," cutting 90 and shrugging off the grasp, continuing to run his route hard, giving Stroud an option where he's flushed, then making the catch through contact. Y'all, that is elite. All this fancy footwork and intricate steps makes him fantastic in the red zone, where singled up, you're just asking for trouble. The corner is so scared of the slant route, he gets caught flat-footed as Harrison explodes off his right foot.
It's good placement too.
Separation and the space for the score. And tasked with the pylon route here, Harrison beats the leverage and the physicality for a wonder catch.
I give him more credit on that grab.
He's cutting 45 degrees on his 5th step, getting the corner to bite down on him, then using great footwork to redirect outside, initiating contact and using it to create a push-off and redirect his momentum. Stroud's a beat late, but it won't matter as MHJ pulls in the ball through contact and gets both feet down. Now that is a Sunday catch. He's not just limited to routes attacking the short and intermediate sections of the field though. He has 99th percentile speed. Give him single coverage and he'll burn you straight over the top. Off the motion here against Michigan State, he's running the deep post as part of a 2-man play action concept. Watch him widen his man by pushing his stem outside, then give him a little head fake and step towards him.
So 9 was Joey Porter Jr. He said the other one was Quinyon Mitchell. That's tough. That's JPJ. Quinyon was before Joey Porter. Oh no, he was after. May 603.
Singled up, you're just asking for trouble. The corner is so scared of the slant route, he gets caught flat-footed as Harrison explodes off his right foot, creating separation.
After Utah. Got you. Okay, I see.
Out the blocks fast. He's cutting 45 degrees on his 5th step, getting the corner to bite down on him, then using great footwork to redirect outside, initiating contact and using it to create a push-off and redirect his momentum. Stroud's a beat late, but it won't matter as MHJ.
It's kind of tough because that was tight coverage. Like, it wasn't. I don't give him an A+, but like, it was tight coverage, you know. So that's kind of tough. Man, it's wild, bro. He's already performing well against 1st-round cornerbacks, and so I mean that's a good sign that he'll be doing good against NFL cornerbacks.
A little head fake and step towards him, further pushing him boundary before cutting to the post and accelerating to top gear. He does a great job.
He is fast,
catching it over his shoulder, and only a tap tackle holds him up enough to stop him from sprinting in. Running a fade on the boundary this time, he's going to flip the game back to his team with a house call. He runs at his corner off the release so he doesn't get boxed to the sideline too quickly, dismissing the attempted stall of his momentum and burning him straight over the top, showing more elite tracking to pull this one in and leap for the score. And this is a beautiful stop and go route.
Did he have a bad game?
For another wonder catch. Out the blocks fast, he's going to hit his stutter just as he passes the sticks.
Oh my
then
gosh.
Crank up into top gear. The corner does a good job to not bite too hard, but the slight hesitation is all he needs to beat you. And it's another masterful catch and toe tap for 6. All this intricate footwork combines to make a frankly ridiculous release package. With multiple moves mastered, no man was able to stay with him off the line, leaving bump coverage burnt and bumbling behind. A master of the hop release, watch how he jumps out of his stance and splits his feet, giving him the choice to go either direction, freezing the defender into indecision. He jumps slightly outside on the hop to help turn his man, making it easier to power off the left foot and cross back inside.
That was straight leverage, because you're not going to assume he's going to go. Like, this was so dramatic. You're not going to assume he's going to go up the sideline. If he was going to do that, he would have did that. That hop step was dramatic, but he used that leverage to kind of get him off balance. Like, because I probably wouldn't have bit on that outside. You know, you're expecting him to go inside, but boom, here.
The defender tries to throw.
He got that contact. Boom, get off me. Going in.
Throw a punch to stop him.
Purdue,
Marvin
he had a few
shoves him
drops.
away, breaking the leverage and getting wide open on the slant. And here it is again, this time to create space for the fade route. Watch him hop out the blocks and split his feet, again, jumping across his man and powering back the opposite way, leaving the corner dazzled. The DB is frozen to the spot and leading his momentum inside.
He looked like he about to fall. He playing too close up on him. Like, if you're gonna play that close up on him, you got to get a hand on him. Because then again, that's gonna throw up all your momentum.
Allowing a free release boundary and space to turn on the Jets. More great tracking has him ready for the slight overthrow, and he's full
Oh my
extension to
gosh.
this one in. The other release he loves is the hezzy skip. Watch how he lifts his right leg off the ground, then hops off his left, freezing the corner and allowing him to get even with him immediately. In football, when you even, you leaving. And Stroud goes fast to
When
his
you
man,
even, you
leaving
leaving.
a few yards short. No problem for MHJ though, slowing down to track it and then flashing extremely late hands so it isn't broken up, snagging this while he gets fouled like shit. And here it is against Michigan State. He lifts that right leg up and hops off the left, creating a runway for him to turn on the Jets down the boundary. Space is a dangerous thing to give this man, and he's tracking a beauty over the
Oh
shoulder
my
to flip the
gosh.
field. To see releases this polished,
His straight line speed is tough.
Truly something special. And yet, we still haven't spoken about his greatest skill, his body control. A catch radius only rivaled by the great Julio Jones, MHJ has cat-like reflexes, capable of contorting his body to meet the path of any ball. He shows outstanding instincts in tracking, always playing the ball at its highest point, and the softest of hands, able to bring in the ball through heavy contact. Running the over route on the play-action concept, the safety will attach to him as he crosses the field, and the corners get a good read too, meaning Stroud is going to have to lay this out for him. Trusting his man, CJ attacks the narrow window, knowing his man has the radius to pull it in, laying out full extension to grab
Oh
a ball
my
that's almost
gosh.
past him. That is a ridiculous catch, especially with the corner buzzing in front of his vision at the last second. Operating from the slot this time, he's got a fade that will perfectly attack even the double coverage thrown his way. He should probably bend this more boundary to access the space Stroud is aiming for, but it's no bother for Marvin as he smoothly pirouettes to haul in the target. And if you think that spinning
Nasty.
catch was good, wait until you see this one. Top of your screen, he's going to try to work his man with the double move, selling the slant before quickly attacking boundary. He gets the corner turning, but it's perfectly in sync to stay with him. But when you see Marvin one-on-one with any space to work with, you just throw him the damn ball. The ball's way short, but Harrison isn't concerned, contorting his body to catch this a full yard behind him and through contact before twirling in for the score. My God, look at this dude.
That's
just
tough.
look at him. His fabulous footwork isn't just saved for routes and releases, and shows up continuously at the catch point, able to stab a foot down and make a catch count when others would simply be surprised to snag it. Top of your screen.
Might
this
need it all.
time,
Yes,
he'll
I
set
have.
his
I just
man
gotta
up
post
with a
it.
stutter, crossing his face and pushing away the punch to get down the boundary. McCord fails to lead him while under pressure, but that's not a problem for 18 as he slows to track and then somehow corrals this through contact and manages to squeeze a foot down with basically no space left. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, how? How is he doing this? And
Crazy.
this is probably my favorite rep of all, and something I don't think I've ever seen another player pull off. The corner guarding him will blitz as the safety buzzes over to take him, and this creates nice leverage for that out route. A sharp cut leaves space for the timing throw, but the ball's high and inside, rather than out to the boundary for the toe tapper. Marvin's up to the task though, climbing the ladder to catch it, but now inside and off the floor, his corner has the perfect opportunity to just push him into the sideline and make this catch not count. Yet somehow,
Who would y'all say is the best jump ball receivers? Because I don't think it's too many in this class. If I'm being completely honest, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. and Keon Coleman. I think that's it. I can't. I genuinely can't think outside of that who are like the best jump ball receivers. Like, I don't think it's a lot.
some way, he manages to contort his body and step a foot down inbounds. His entire lower body is getting taken out. How the hell is that even possible?
Wow.
Well, it's because this man doesn't give a damn about contact. He doesn't care about your coverage. Foul him all you want. The ball is his, and he will keep it that way. This is just an outrageous catch through a complete body. Tasked with a post here against off coverage with inside leverage, you'd assume he has no chance. Yet, MHJ will still run at full speed and make the ball his. The corner's sitting off perfectly in position to defend this, but chooses to try to knock Marvin off the route, contacting him way before the ball's there. Yet, Harrison just muscles it off, bringing in the missile and moving the chains. When you have someone this fearless and with this soft of hands, every 50-50 ball becomes an opportunity for a big splash play. Combine his speed with this crazy body control, and you've got someone who's also an incredible threat with the ball in his hands. While he was rarely called upon to run screens at OSU, his acceleration and silkiness had him slicing past defenders when they did, eating up every yard available. His explosiveness was regularly on display after normal receptions though, cutting this man up to get open, then putting him in a spin cycle, and then hitting that boost button for the first down. And when he gets the ball in stride, he's a real threat to take it all the way to the crib. Top of your screen this time, and he's gonna run a perfect dig route for Stroud to find. Watch him set his man up with the stutter release, burst up the field to win the leverage, then sharp cut 90 on just 4 steps, losing no momentum and leaving his man in the dust. Stroud shows us that progressions and anticipation ability that made us so sure of him last season, hitting him in stride, and he simply outpaces everyone to the end zone.
I just seen Tyreek Hill make a comment about this here. Let me see. He was like, I guess talking with he was reviewing one of his plays, but he was like, when there's a triangle, when you're making triangles, that's a good thing. And boom, 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 you got 3 defenders right here, and literally same type of play. I guess it was a dig route, and he caught the ball and just took it home. Outran the defenders, and that's what Tyreek was saying. He's like, receivers, this is how you get your money, you know. That's how you make Sports Center top 10, blah blah blah. But it's crazy. Like, I just saw that clip last night, and this play is exactly like that. Tyreek actually outran a few more people, but like he said, the triangle. So like, there's some space to get up out of there. There's some space in that zone. Quarterback found him, and again he ran a route and took it home.
Losing no momentum.
I wish I had the clip.
In the dust. Stroud shows us that progressions and anticipation ability that made us so sure of him last season, hitting him in stride, and he simply outpaces everyone to the end zone. When it comes to weaknesses, there really isn't much to write home about. But here's 2 small nitpicks I've spotted on tape. Firstly, his blocking effort isn't always incredible. Now, he definitely can block because he demonstrated it against Notre Dame, where he and Cam Hart got into it. And Marvin took it personally, making it his mission to try to block his ass as hard as possible on every snap. But too often is he just showing a body and hands and not really trying to pop his man. This won't stand in the NFL, as blocking is what wins you reps on the field, so his effort will need to increase here at the pro level. Secondly, and this is more a function of his greatness, but he needs to do a better job drawing flags. Corners have resorted to just straight up tackling him on some of these routes, bear hugging him at the cut and pulling on his jersey whenever they can, trying to keep him in check any way possible. While NFL refs are much harsher in their PI calls, Harrison still needs to do a better job to sell this to the Zebras. Yes, I know, y'all, we don't want players to flop, but in some cases, when you get mauled like this, yeah, bro, you gotta exaggerate contact at least a little bit. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
So if my
He didn't even have to exaggerate that. That's just the ref. Like the ref just got to see it, you know. But again, that was just kind of a split second play. It's like if the ref not noticing who got there first, the ball or the defender, that's kind of hard to tell, you know.
Or that he doesn't flop enough. We're talking about an upper echelon elite dude, providing everything checks out for him from a personality standpoint.
This Madrid really looks like Julio.
We can't judge.
I gotta check him out.
This man should be a perennial Pro Bowl receiver for the next decade. As polished a prospect as we've covered in our channel's history,
oh my gosh,
Harrison Jr. will
so
enter the league as one of its elite wide receivers. And I don't think it'll take him long to show us he belongs in the superstar club.
Dog is quick. I ain't gonna lie. Yeesh. Good vid, man. Good vid. Definitely, that was definitely better than watching highlights. I ain't gonna lie. Very, very much opened my eyes to more about him. You know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Just thinking. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.